shark.
I see, baby.
You want baby shark.
No, we're not gonna watch. But look at this. Who's this?
Mama.
Exactly. That's mommy.
Mom, I can drink.
Journey, you gotta put yourself up here, baby.
I want drink. I want drink too. Oh, mommy. I want drink too. Gosh.
Hi, baby.
Mommy.
Okay, get up here. Get up here. I can't push you. Come sit over here by Jiya.
By Jiya.
Come sit by Jiya.
Yeah,
come on, Jori. Hey, y'all. Here.
A lion.
That is a lion. Steven, do you want it or no? And that's all you get. That little swallow.
Drink, mommy. I want to sip.
This is a little sip.
Sip.
Okay. Okay. This is the last little sip because Journey went crazy. Don't supposed to be pressing nothing. Come get on the bed, Angel. Okay. That's it. That's it. That's it. Okay. Let's start. Now. Okay. That's it. That's it. Mommy's turn. Oh. Oh, this is. Yeah. Jori. I'm gonna hide it. How about that? Jiya, one. No, I want to have the top, please. Come say hello. Come say hello to the live. No, I want to have the top, please. Okay, say hey.
I got it.
Thank you.
Mommy, Mommy.
No more drink. You see what time it is? It's 9:52. Y'all about to go to bed.
Mommy,
Jori. Hey, y'all. Careful. Not no dance party on this bed. Y'all supposed to be saying hello to the live. Tell them what you've been doing today. You tell them you got on the airplane yesterday. And then what?
And some family meat.
You did stuff with family. What did mommy get today? Mommy got a surgery. Y'all know y'all not supposed to be on me. Those are doctor's orders. Yep, doctor's orders. Okay, let me try. This is my first time going live, y'all. Don't press. In 10 years. Now they done upgraded stuff. I think I can see all the comments. Y'all, when I say I got from the surgery today and I was in so much pain, they didn't have to take anything out, so I don't really have any swelling. So this is the one that got operated on, my right one. So I said I was gonna do a reveal. I'm about to reveal, y'all. As soon as we get to Jori, go take it to your grandma. Not no eye. Help Jori. Thank you. My mouth is so dry. The last thing I remember her saying is we got to put a tube in your mouth. She said like last time, but I don't remember them doing this last time. Or maybe it just didn't have this many effects. My throat is so dry. Okay, go get. Not so much, babies. It's 9:54. No accidents. See, that's why I shouldn't have brought it out. Okay, good. Now go back to grandma and tell me when you're ready. But yeah, my mouth. We just came from out to eat. I couldn't even really taste the ingredients of my food, and I was starving. I was supposed to be taking it light, but I definitely ate a big meal. I took my medicine first. No, it wasn't both that they had to operate on. So girl, where is your necklace?
My necklace.
Yes. So originally, everybody or the people who was paying attention really thought that it was the left one because of how it was positioned higher. Come to find out, it was really the right one, because it was beneath the scar. So she just literally had to open it up and push the implant back up so that it could be full right here. But I'm about to show y'all show y'all in moderation because we are family.
Mommy, I see duck.
You see a duck? Quack, quack. I see a duck too. But guess what else I see? Sheep when I close my eyes. 1 sheep. 2 sheep, 3 sheep. Y'all supposed to be going to bed.
I got my ears.
This was supposed to be going down. Cover your mouth. Y'all, when I tell y'all I was fighting for my life when I got back from Tulum, everybody that I love was sick. I was walking around like I was a doctor. I had the gloves on. I had the mask on. It was crazy. Babe had to sleep outside of the bed because I was like, But I knew I actually offered to sleep on the couch and he stayed in the bed, but he didn't let that happen because I told him since Jory was sick and he's gonna have to get up and feed her or whatever she needs throughout the middle of the night, it just makes more sense. But he said he wanted me to be comfortable.
I cleaned that.
But also, I think they just all needed me back because within 24 hours of me being back, all of them were 100% magically healed.
I cleaned that.
Yes, but why is that right there? Why does Jory have that? Y'all gave it to her, and now look, just abusing it. Okay. Hey Monet. Hey Lee. Hey Edward.
Hey, Jiya.
Hey Ebony, Jazzy, Shayla, Shauna.
Hey,
Huh? They can't even see you, girl.
Ghetto.
They can't even see you, girl.
No.
They can't even see you. That's all they do is play all day. They have no regard to my mommy. Well, my mama been making sure they stayed out the rain. This is the calm hours. You gonna lay down? No, don't be fake and don't be following. What I tell y'all about being a follower? Jory, leave that alone.
Mommy,
No more drink. No more drink. No drink.
More drink.
Cause y'all are. I don't want no accidents in the middle of the night. What y'all been up to? I love Texas, y'all. If I didn't have so many endeavors in Atlanta, my behind would be moving to Texas tomorrow. I literally love. I need to go to Houston though. Everyone says Houston is better than Dallas. I don't know what they're going based off of, but I haven't been to Houston myself personally, but I do definitely love Dallas. So, ladies, get out of there.
Daddy, go ahead, bud, mommy.
You said under my boob, is there a scar? Yes, it is a scar under both of them. Because she went beneath on my implants. Because some people, they go through the nipple or some go through the underarm, but I just decided just to go under there. It says no, Houston is not the same. Literally less attractions. Really? So I wonder why everybody keeps saying Houston's so much better. Ladies, y'all gone too long. Red flags. Red flags. Put it down, Journey. And get Jory out of there. Say, come on, baby. Dallas is more family oriented. I'm from Mississippi. Houston just really Mississippi. That's interesting. Party life is better than Houston. I don't not like it, but I'm not really a party life type of person. How do you get rid of the scars? They actually gave me this scar. Put that back. You're not about to do no edges. Why y'all think y'all about to do each other edges? Journey, that's my real toothbrush. You gonna do her edges with my real toothbrush?
I do edges.
Nah. Journey, Jiya, Jori. All the pastels come right here. Stand right here so I can talk to you. Why do you have that? No.
Edges.
No, you're not about to do no edges.
Edges.
Jori, why you got that toothpaste? Give it to mommy. Thank you, Jori. Jori, come get on the bed, baby, so they can see you.
Here you go.
Devin, thank you, baby.
I see you.
Jori.
Yeah. Peekaboo.
Thank you. Toothbrush. This is their crime. And they punishment about to be
Wow.
what? Wow, nothing.
Wow.
That's what y'all need to be doing, putting it back. Yeah. I'm about to show everybody my.
Ow.
I'll put that down.
Ow.
Okay, bye. Night. See you later. Bye. See you later. Don't leave your sisters out. Wash your feet. Hey, Jori. I'm gonna try to show y'all Jori right here. Jori, say hey. Jori, say hey right here. Bye, Journey. Bye, y'all. And now Jori. George, say hey right here. Look, George, you. Look.
That's Jiya.
It is Jiya. Jori.
He's open door.
She.
She open door.
Yes. Say hey.
Hey,
Say we about to go to bed.
we better go bed.
Okay. Night night. Night night. They saw you picking up all them cucumbers yesterday and said that you was making mommy a cucumber salad. Y'all not getting this juice. No matter what y'all think. As a matter of fact, out of sight, out of mind. Come on. Open the door. That's not nice. No, I don't know why y'all doing it. Y'all, this Airbnb is so nice. The owner of it, I'm gonna give all the information once I leave. Okay, I feel like we got enough people on here. Put this back. You got your mommy bought you your own toothbrush to brush your teeth, and you already brushed your teeth. Yep, you did. I distinctly remember just a few minutes ago after you got that bathtub. They want to destroy my property, y'all. Now we don't got no pink stuff products, so we've been making sure we monitor them. But I'm trying to have my phone up. I'm trying to look at the comments. So I can't tell. I've never went live on StreamYard. Oh no, we didn't move. I'm in Texas. Yes, I used to go live all the time. I don't know what happened. Like, yep, that's your brush. Live started to become difficult to do because being a mom, you're just so busy. So there's really no time throughout the day to do it. You already brushed it, baby. Huh? You brushed it. And I did want to call some people on to the chat, but I'm trying to make sure I answer y'all questions. Love my water bottle. Oh, thank you for supporting. What, Journey? I hear you doing something strange to that toothbrush. What I tell you, don't brush too hard.
I have brush too hard.
You gotta brush soft and gentle. And look at Jori. Jori, you don't have no shame in your game with that plunger. Jori, bring that plunger back. You don't know where that plunger been. You done? Okay, let me go put them back in. Jori, why you got this plunger running around like you crazy? Thank you. Okay, thank you. Go lay down. Night night. Jiya. Jiya, give me that toothbrush. You off the chain. You off the you in trouble. Big trouble. Johnny. Y'all have to lay down, angels, okay? Go. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Can't be letting them have stuff they don't need. So, okay, y'all ready to see? It's not nothing too crazy or nothing. But I think I wish I had like a little before that I could show y'all real quick. From the last time. Oh, the video from last time. Could you tell? I couldn't really tell my first video. Yes, Jiya she be cracking her own stuff up. She gonna be the one in her friend group laughing at her own jokes. In her relationship laughing at her own jokes. She just be cracking up at her own jokes. But we laugh with her because it's so funny. Oh yes, you did. Night. Come here.
Night.
Love you.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, night.
Night, Danny. Love you. Love you. Bye. Jiya been getting out of bed in the middle of the night every night, coming to bed with me. It said, did I heal quick with no pain? Oh no, I had pain. But you did come out. I need to see that. And Shameless came back on. Yes, I'm on episode 4. It's so crazy. Really? Yes. I was supposed to be, y'all. I was like, okay, as soon as I'm done with this surgery, I'm gonna come home, watch my show. When I tell you, as soon as I woke up from the surgery, the hospital room is extremely cold. Well, the surgery center, it wasn't a hospital, but the surgery center is so freaking cold. And I just wanted them to turn some heat on. That's all I wanted, y'all. But they just kept worrying about my bra because I had brought the same bra I put on last time when I left. I brought that bra back, and all they kept talking about, the bra don't fit. You gotta go buy a new bra. I'm like, oh my gosh, if I got to leave and go buy one more thing while I'm here. So I went into what's that place called? Soma, intimate store, and I bought like 2 or 3 bras. But that's the only thing they just want to talk to me about, the bra and making sure that I don't take it off. And then it's taped up. So this is how it looks now. Let me show y'all. Oh, I only got a breast revision. So I'm trying to see if y'all can see because of the light. So this boob right here didn't get touched at all. This is the left boob because we kind of backwards. This is the left boob. This is the right boob. So before, the left boob had cushion and it was sitting higher above the scar. The right boob was kind of like, you know, when your boob starts sagging-ish, kind of like, and it loses all that, you know, plump and the symmetry at the top of it. That's all. That the only thing that happened. So she didn't have to take out the implant. She didn't really have to do anything other than open me up right here where the scar was, push the implant up, push whatever fatty stuff was right there to give it back the same definition, and now they're even. Now, it's very imperative that I have, so there's a tape right here and a tape. Hold on, y'all. Let me take this off. So there's tape right here and there's a tape right here. They made me order some what is it called? Not surgical tape or athletic tape. So I'm gonna have to tape myself every single day. And then I got the off-brand version because the guy in the store was like, Walmart's is cheaper for this the brand version. And I was like, sir, I'm not from here. I don't want to go to no Walmart. I just want to get what I got to get. And he's like, well, just get the off-brand. It does the same thing. So I got this kinesiology tape, and I'm gonna have to tape underneath this and make sure it does not drop again. But other than that, so that's why there's no swelling. So it's going to stay just like this. The only thing that can happen is if your implant bottoms out. So what that means is if your implant bottoms out, it just means your implant has now slid out of normal position. So some people's implant bottoms out on the side, and if they're like, sometimes girls get their boobs done, they're not wearing their bra, they're not maintaining whatever their doctor told them to do, and their implant moves out of position. So that's called bottoming out. It can bottom out from the bottom or the side. Mine just bottomed out from the side. So it just was like literally just a little bit bottom out. But that little makes a huge difference because your girl cannot live that down. Y'all already know, so many people was telling me every day, oh my gosh, something's going on. It's uneven. But I already knew that because I was talking to my doctor every day and sending her pictures and videos. So I already knew what was going on. And then we just got to revise. So everything is even the way it needs to be. 3 more weeks before my birthday. So I'm still going to have to, I got to talk to my doctor, and I got to talk to my, because I talked about it in the vlog that's about to come out. So y'all will hear it again. But since y'all watching this now, yes, me and Babe are throwing a party together. And y'all know my outfit got to be good. My outfit got to be the best. It's my birthday. So I already had the outfit that I was going to wear. And Naomi already started to do what she needs to do. And then I had looked at my calendar because I have to do a Gotland's birthday shoot. I want to do a birthday shoot this year. And I had to do that. And then I was planning out my wardrobe. At first, I was going to change my outfit like 2-3 times. I was like, let me look at the date. And the day of our party is like only literally 3 weeks post the surgery. So I may have to have her altered or do something like that. But yeah, you guys, not a bad experience. As y'all can see, I had the surgery this morning at 11 and I'm perfectly fine. We went out to eat. I'm walking a little slower and I'm making sure like I'm not picking up anything to like strain anything out. But my left side just feels completely, actually both sides are moving. But the first time I got it done, like I had to go like this. It was hard to like bring it down, but that's just because she didn't move she didn't move the implant out and then would put it back in. She just literally opened me up just to close me back up. She pushed it up and then closed me back up. So that was it. But yes, that is what it is. So now y'all were the first to see the actual revision. And y'all, I still got my same body from boob below. I know a lot of people are like, she's gonna go get a BBL or whatever. Y'all, I am so nervous because the pain that I felt even this morning with just the boob being opened up, I can't recall what my feelings were with the first procedure in May. I honestly, I had to call Jeremy. I was like, was I saying it hurt me really, really bad? Or I was just sore. But this time I was like, oh my gosh, I had to come straight home and go to sleep. So I'm just, and everyone says breast procedures are like really easy to get done. But when you start moving into lipo and BBLs and stuff like that, it's really hard on your body. And I'm very petite, so no. But yes, y'all, I'm gonna have to put my computer on the charger. So do y'all have any other questions? No, it was the same doctor. I was going to go to an Atlanta doctor when I first, because I knew it wasn't her fault because I've seen her work before. I had already, like, we were running through different reasons as to why it could have bottomed. Well, honestly, we thought it was the left when it dropped too low. That's what we kept thinking. But every time I was taking her pictures in my outfit, I was like, the left one is sitting better in my outfit than my right one. So if anything, I want my right one to look like my left. And then like a few weeks ago, that's when she was like, send me a picture of your scar. And then that's exactly when she realized, oh, it is your right one. It dropped too low. And I couldn't feel it, or I know some people like, did it hurt? No, it didn't feel like it hurt. Only thing I could do was see it. So it was an eyesore for so many of my outfits that I wanted to wear, and I couldn't. Or some of them I just wore and I didn't give a damn. Okay. Yes, I cannot believe it's almost my birthday. I cannot believe it. As far as Denver is concerned, as of now, yes, I have to. It's so much stuff I have to get done from now up until November 1st. Off the strength of planning a party. We have a party planner, but Black Friday is in the month of November. But I'm doing a birthday photo shoot for the lunch of November, which would mean I really have to be done with the birthday shoot like next week and a half. So it's just so much, and I got to take down my hair, get it. I know what style I'm going to get, do all this, take 3 different photo shoots. We're still supposed to be taking family photo shoots. So it's a lot of stuff to get accomplished. And it's time for your girl to bring back those very interesting intros, because I like my intro now, and I'm so grateful that I have it, but I got to get back to how y'all know me, like having some bomb-ass intros. I will be 28 years of age. Yes, y'all. I started YouTube when I was 20, and I still look exactly the same like a little kid. It says go live like once a month. Yes, I do plan on going live. A lot of people have been asking me to go live when I'm on live on Instagram. And I'm just like, whenever I get time, I'll do it. But now I guess I got a little time. So I'm going to start going live and doing like some more when the kids go to sleep. Right now, I think my mom took them in the room with her because I don't hear not a peep. But yeah, so I definitely do plan on going live a little bit more. Yeah, everyone says the Rihanna Lemon one was the #1 intro. I do like that one. Go live always. So how many times? Like once a week or like once every 2 weeks? Cooking on live. I can't actually cook on live. I really can't. I've been doing my little Instagram videos. I still have another video that I haven't posted yet, but I definitely feel like I should start doing some live cooking videos. Somebody tried to come for me when I just threw down in the kitchen and made those collard greens, those yams. What do y'all call it? Yams or sweet potatoes? But those yams. What else I had made? That chicken. Y'all, when I say that plate was so good. And somebody left a comment talking about, girl, you can't cook to save your life. I was taken aback. I was like, what? How dare you say that? Y'all, I got to give y'all all a plate, or I'm going to do something. I got to make sure y'all taste my cooking. But soul food is not my forte. Like, y'all already know, I didn't even like soul food until I got pregnant with Jori. And Babe was like, we're going to make sure this way stick on you. So he was making me soul food. And my mom makes really, really good soul food. So if I do want it, I'll ask my mom, or if I'm over her house, I'll eat it then. But this is like, now I really want to start cooking it more. Yeah, I just want to start cooking it more. And I love pasta dishes. I like that Family Matters intro too. I do like that one. I will vote for that's my new favorite one. That one was cute. because the girls were in it. Bailey was in it. Me and Babe was in it. Like, I like that one. That was real creative of me. Are you going to the State Fair of Texas? So I am. We are considering going tomorrow to the state. Oh, y'all, my mouth is so freaking dry. But yeah, we are considering going tomorrow or Sunday. I haven't tasted African food. Y'all know Sasha is African, so she said she was gonna make us some soups and different African dishes when I see her again, or when her mom makes it. But Sasha can cook too, and she's from Ghana. I miss Keesha eating like 12 tacos out the pan. I love tacos. The girls are good. They were just in here. They had to leave. It's 10:16, so I do prefer for the girls to be in bed, at least chilling out, watching the show by 8. But they so active. Sometimes we let them stay up a little longer. Yes, it did cost for the revision. I did not have to pay my doctor. My doctor was really, really nice. If I would have went to an Atlanta doctor, I would have just had to pay for the entire thing because I wasn't there previously. But I didn't mind doing it. I was like, well, I don't want to fly. I don't want to have to do this. I don't want to have to do that. So I was like, let me just go to an Atlanta doctor. But I started talking to my doctor about me like getting a revision, and immediately she was like, okay, I won't charge you. You just pay for anesthesiologist and some other fee. So it was a few thousand, but it wasn't the same amount as the first time around. Hard candy is good when your mouth is dry. Do we have some hard candy? Because I dang sure need some. My mouth feels so dry. When I got my chemical peel, did I have any breakouts? Yeah, when you get chemical peels, it does purge your skin. The only time I really get breakouts now is when I'm coming on my monthly. But the last week, like, I started breaking out like crazy. I honestly think it's because my system was backed up. Which I told y'all. My system was backed up, y'all, and it still kind of is. So next week, your girl is going to go and get a colonic. My doctor told me not to get one because I had one scheduled. I was talking to the lady and everything, and she ended up telling me to cancel it and told me to go get that Miralax, which is helping a little, but I kind of just want to get the big kahuna and just call it a day. Thank you, Kia B, My Life, My Way. It says maybe it'd be your medicine. I hate that it happened. I don't know if you like coconut water. I don't like the taste of coconut. It's so weird. Bailey lives with my mom. Bailey's been living with my mom since the girls were born. My dad didn't want Bailey around the girls when they first came home. And so we let him go with my mom for a few weeks. But then when we brought him back, I don't know if I showed y'all or told y'all about this in the vlog, but we did bring Bailey back. But he was kind of like, he wanted to be around me, but the girls were scared of him because it was when Jiya and Journie. It was just Jiya and Journie. It was no Jori. But the girls were scared of him. And what else happened? He was like crying by the door. Like me and Babe was in the bed, knocked out. And the next thing, and I'm like, what's going on with him? And he was crying by the door. He wanted to go back to my mama's house. So we just took him back. But every time I'm over there, he is with me more than anybody else. But he did want to go back to my mom's house. I guess he was like, man, F these kids. Oh, it says, yeah, it get all that missed out. Thank you so much. 100% Concord grape juice. I'm willing to try any and everything, y'all. I'm willing to try it all. Because this right here, Oh, it's that I mentioned it before. Okay. Did COVID take away from taping into your creative side, and how are you staying motivated for your businesses now? No, COVID didn't take. When COVID first hit, I was pregnant with Jori. And I was still doing the same thing I was doing. I was vlogging every day. I only really put more effort into like creative content videos because of the sponsorships that needed to be in creative videos. Whereas they would pay less for it to be in a vlog, but I didn't mind taking a pay cut because I'm just a vlogger and I know what my people like. So it didn't really matter to me, but my manager was like, no, like you need to be more with the variety and stuff like that. But also me, I'll try it out, but if it's just not working out, it's just not working out. So y'all don't see as much, but I do plan on getting back into that. I just want to say I'm so proud of all your strength throughout everything that has transpired. You're so tiny, but you're so, yes, I am so tiny. I'm so tiny. Did y'all like Shell Shaggy? Yes, I was just randomly thinking in the middle of the day. I said, did I come back and tell them about Shell Shag? I loved it. Y'all have to try those stuffed tater tot bites or whatever those things are called with crab. Y'all, those were finger looking good. And me and my mom, we had the crab legs. The meat was fresh. I really liked it. I had to have like the mildest sauce because my mom doesn't like hot. I kind of like them somewhere in between. I don't like hot as much ever since I had kids, but I could still do a medium. My mom was like, no, I can't take none of that spice. I got asthma. She always say that. It says, yes, you're so strong and you got me through so much. Thank you. Crab legs. Yeah, my dad started everybody from high school getting thick, staying thick, moving on, and here I am. I was thicker than dang on high school at this point. Every time I have a butt, that's when I'm at my thickest. It's kind of getting back in there, but after I'm done with my 8 weeks, I'm gonna go to y'all tell me why. Whenever I want to do something, I want to do it, and I kind of don't think everything through. So I had got on the phone with a new trainer and everything, and he was calling me talking about you gonna come in. I was like, to pay for the month. And I was like, oh, yeah, about that. So I'm only going to really be able to come in one day this week, and then I'm going to see you in about 8 weeks. He was like, what? I said, yeah, I got surgery, so I can't. When I get back home, try Captain Lou's. In the Louvre. Okay. Try with the garlic noodles on the side. Okay. Well, let me screenshot that so I don't forget. Because I'll be wanting. No, so I ended up telling Jeremy not to come. Trying to make sure I don't. There we go. I ended up telling Jeremy not to come. So he's been putting on his story a little bit. Y'all probably don't know what's going on. But now that he has a management team, you guys, I should play some of his music. Let me stop. But for real, he has a management team. He was approached by a label and he did speak to them, but we kind of spoke in private about what we both felt about a label. Ultimately, it's his decision, it's his career, but he does trust me with my opinion. So we talked about it. I won't reveal all of that. I'll let him talk about his own stuff. But if y'all look at his story, he was behind the scenes of, I forgot the guy's name. He sent me the guy's information, but he was doing some video stuff with him and some of the other guys who are signed to the label, like the management team, like was introducing them and wanting features and stuff. And this is the week, like some of them flew in for all that type of stuff. So bad timing for me, unfortunately, because I genuinely wanted him to be here, but I want him to do anything I'm doing. I want him to be anywhere I am, but I didn't want to be selfish and be like, bump all that, like come here. Cause this is a once in a life. And this is what we both been like putting in time with. When Jeremy's out in the studio, it's not in vain. It's time for him to, get like discovered and for him to become bigger. So yeah, he asked could he just come this morning because he ended up doing a video and he had the meeting in the contract. He was waiting for me to review it to see. And after I reviewed it, we did some talking, but I ended up just telling him it's no point to come all the way down here just to go back on Monday. The surgery went great. The girls are great. I'm sending him videos. We message and text all day long, but hopefully, because there's a deadline that they want his stuff to be in by. So I kind of want everything to be squared away for him because some big money and opportunities on the table for him. So I don't want it to compromise anything. But yeah, one time for Splash. And I don't care if anything happened to us, whatever award show he go on, whatever Grammy, I don't know, anything he accepting with his name behind it, he gonna always remember me because y'all know me and him came up with the name Splash together. So he gonna always think about that. But for real, I just want him to make it. I want him to, get his dreams. I was very hurt when because originally they scheduled the meeting for Wednesday, but we were leaving on Wednesday. So he was like, hey, I'm going to. Well, my girl, she has to have surgery this week, but he didn't specify what day it was, the surgery. So they rescheduled it to Friday. So it was kind of like, I guess, miscommunication. And by the time they rescheduled it again, like he'll be kind of unprofessional, like, hey, by the way, can you schedule one more time? So I was like, no, babe, you just stay. And that's what he's doing. But they have like 3 songs they just cannot wait to do the videos for. And then he recorded a music video with another top, excuse me, you guys, videographer a few weeks ago, so that should be dropping soon too. I can't wait to see it. So good for him. Oh, let me get my charger, y'all hear Jori? Ugh. Okay, back. How's the mosquito bites doing? Someone just sent me some cream that I can get. I which leg was it? There's so many. I showed y'all in my blog, but it's like I'm seeing all this dark marks come. I don't like that, y'all. But someone told me to get some cocoa butter and some type of cream or something. So I'm gonna go get it tomorrow. Would I want to be in any of the music videos? I do want to be in one of them. So there's a song that he wrote specifically towards me. I don't know if he's gonna make a music video for that song though, but it's a really good song. And then there was a song that he made. It wasn't about me at all, but that was my favorite song from him for so long, and it's definitely still one of my top 3. And I was like, if you make a video for this, I want to be in it just because like it's a really, really nice song. So we're gonna see. But obviously I'm not gonna be in every music video. He gotta have video girls, he gotta have video guys or whatever the scene is. And dang sure it won't be me. Y'all will never see me in a music video just twerking. I barely twerk with my friends. They gotta give me a shot. But yeah, I want to be in at least one, but this is his career. And y'all already watch rap music and hip hop videos and all this. Nobody really had a man or their woman as the love interest in one of that. So she has sent it and unsent it as well. Can we see the results for the ones you just got in? Oh, you talking about my boobs? Oh, you must have just came on here because I just showed it. Am I comfortable with him having video girls? We've discussed it. I'm not going to ever tell him not to put something in his video that everybody else is doing. But he always says I can come to the video shoot. There's never an issue. The video shoot that he just did, the videographer changed the date at the very last time. And, so somebody had to stay with the girls, of course. So, but he's like bigger ones. I'm going to go to a lot of those and support. And we've already discussed boundaries. We already know how some people act. And as long as he's maintaining boundaries, you can't really, with stuff like that. I can't really say, don't have video girls. Don't, like nothing like that. They already want him to have like an image on his Instagram. Y'all already know how the music industry is. But like I said, we talk about it and we pray about it all the time because I just want it to be, I don't want nobody to use him or take advantage of him or just, mess stuff up. Am I going to watch You on Netflix? Yes. Why doesn't he put music on his channel? Jeremy is actually very hard on himself from the very beginning. He spends so much time perfecting his craft. He really just wants to be. He also, which Jeremy doesn't talk about, so I'm just going to say it. He also has a lot of people who are in the industry. And he goes to their music sessions or whatever they're called, the studio sessions. And he goes to the club with them while they're playing the music. So he kind of don't want to come out the gate as a mediocre rapper when there are people who are already like cream of the crop with lyrics and performance and all those other things. So he kind of was just waiting until he really found his niche with rapping. And I definitely think he got it. And the music people think he has it for sure. And the only reason why he even got the opportunity is because, like I said, he knows people. And one of the people he knows recommended him. So he was real nervous about it. But he's definitely, I think he's going to drop the first music video. And then from there, he's going to continue to do more music stuff. But I tell him, you got to put yourself out there. The show You is so good. Yes. It says, look up Jada Pinkett's interview about Will Smith's career. Get ready for the haters. You already know. People just do too much. Oh, girl, we already got haters. We already got the haters. And I got some big things coming for myself too. So we both got big things. He already put his on his story, so it's not like I'm spilling no beans. But I got something coming too. So we gonna see about that, y'all. Y'all gonna be so happy with this new opportunity. Y'all, it's really a big opportunity for me. But we already signed, sealed, and delivered. So I'm excited about that. But I'm waiting for them to tell me when I can share and talk about it. But right now I can't. So just know it's coming. I gotta watch You. Everyone keeps talking about it. Yeah, everyone. You gotta also watch Squid Games. Am I gonna keep this live up? Yeah, I'll keep it up. Another big and bigger bag. Yes. Keesha, I need more Netflix recommendations from you. Everything you share because it'd be so good. I watched a movie about the mental disabled father of. Oh yeah. Right now I'm waiting for Wentworth to come back out. And this is the final season. And I just finished with my Money Heist. They have their final season in December. So those two shows, if you haven't watched Money Heist or Wentworth, y'all got to start that. And everyone keeps talking about Maid. I did see the preview, so I did add that to my list. I was going to actually start that before watching the show You, but since I already have watched all the other episodes of You, I was like, okay, I'll wait then. But everybody keeps saying that Maid. So if y'all need a show, go watch Maid. Go watch Maid. Another documentary. No, I won't be doing another documentary for a while. Maybe when the girls get a little older, because I put my foot into that documentary, y'all. The team behind me put their foot into that documentary. Okay, Keesha, try Wonderful Stroke. Y'all, I found that wagon and they keep playing. They want to be sold out every day. So I went on Walmart and saw the wagon, put it in my cart, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just wait one more week with Wonderful. And then it came out, but Jori's birthday came, and my sister was like, well, what should I get? And I was like, I don't know what to say. We got so much for them. So I was like, well, I did have this wagon, and then she just ended up buying it. But I really do want to get the Wonderful. I've heard great things about that. Do I want any more kids? I'm not opposed from having any more kids right now. I'm content, and I really don't want to bring any more kids while we're not in our house yet. Like, it's already cramped enough. We got so much stuff in storage. The storage room is probably almost to capacity. We probably can fit a lamp in there if we want to, but that's it. So we've been working so much. So I kind of not right now. We both do want to try for a boy for us, but it's God's plan. So if he says it's the right time, then he'll speak it on our hearts and we'll go. But after that, that'll probably be the end of it. Even if it's a girl, it's gonna be the end of it. I'm like, no more trying. We're gonna have a surrogate. I'm not, because my body, like, I get body shamed so much now. People talk about my body so much, and sometimes it hurts my feelings, and sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't hurt my feelings when I know, like, I tell myself, girl, you're a bad bitch. Girl, please. But at the same time, like, it hurts my feelings because it's like, oh my gosh, like, my body was nowhere near like this before I had kids. So I'm still adjusting to it, learning. And then I hate when people are like, oh, there's nothing wrong with you. When I tell people, like, oh, like, I have certain insecurities about my body, or I have to wear certain things or do certain things a certain way. And now whenever I'm bloated, it's just over with. But that's why I haven't had this issue in a while. So, and then I had stopped doing those treatments on my stomach. However, Catherine from the Ace family, she just put some procedure. I didn't watch the whole vlog, but I did see her just put a procedure on her page, and she was awake for it. And I heard her in the video talking about she had some problems with her stomach and some problem with her arms. I don't know what Catherine would be talking about, but I guess that's the same thing she'd be saying to me. But she was awake, and they were like getting fat out of her arms, and I think they did it to her belly. So, but I've had several doctors' opinions, and they're like, it's not fat. For real, it's more so just your diastasis recti. My ribs are completely spread open. So now my belly has like a little squareness. It's like I have abs and I got that little squareness. It's so crazy, but if it's for the blessing of bringing my girls into this world, I just try not to, look at it and be crazy and cringy about it, because it's my body. You don't want to look at yourself and count yourself out. That's why I got these affirmation cards, which y'all should buy in case you haven't already. So just go ahead, go to Ladylike Apparel, get y'all these affirmation cards, and affirm your body being beautiful. Affirm you feeling like your best self. Affirm that you're that bitch. Like, you don't have to worry about nobody else telling you, because the critique gonna come regardless. So just don't even worry about that. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Sometimes I'll be like, damn. But it's okay. I'll keep y'all updated if I find out what procedure Catherine had. And then if it was like, because I really don't want to be put under anesthesia. And I also don't want to have too much downtime. I think for her video, she didn't have more than like a week or so. If they do the correction of the diastasis recti, it's going to definitely be another 6 weeks. Have I watched 911 with Angela Bassett? I feel like I have. Oh, you said your coworker has the same thing? Yeah. And the only time is, excuse me, I got so much air. Remember, I had surgery today. But yeah, the only time is really bothersome if I get bloated with it, because it just looks really weird. Yeah, and then they start, I don't know, they say it so much, and it's like you get so self-conscious. But then I also have people who tell me like, oh, this is normal. So, you just can't worry about all that. Oh, Catherine got air sculpt. Thank you. So I'm going to look into that. I'm going to look into what that was. Okay. Let me type that out. Do I watch Our Kind of People? No, I never heard of that. Air sculpt. I can't be forgetting stuff, y'all. I'm going to see. But I got to wait anyways for 8 weeks. It says I'm gonna look too. The revision must have been painless. You look so comfortable on that ease. No, I'm on my medication, y'all. I'm on my medication. It was not. It was the right one. Just it hurt really, really bad. Like it hurts really, really bad. Then I'm gonna be grossed out because I got to take the tape off like every 3 days or so. Jeez, please take the wheel. Do I like scary movies? Yeah, I used to love scary movies, but I haven't found a scary movie like that is genuinely scary with a great plot in a while. So I know Candyman had came out. I don't know if that was scary, but I didn't watch that one. Am I ready to get back home? I'm not like in a rush or anything. The girls like love Texas. They love traveling, and I'm trying to do stuff with them every day. So that's another reason I prayed for God to take away any type of pain or restriction for me to do stuff with them. They had a blast yesterday. We went out to eat today. They had a blast, and tomorrow, Jeremy's niece is gonna come over and spend some time with them, and then I'm going out again to go meet up with Ashley. I kind of do still have my personal trainer, but I haven't been using him. Would I consider selling headband wigs? Considerably, but I don't know how good they would do. Candyman was terrible. Okay, I won't go watch it again. Praying for a smooth recovery. Oh, thank you so much, Shar. Oh, so some people did like Candyman. Am I going to do a Halloween costume reveal? They're definitely gonna. Jeremy doesn't want to celebrate Halloween with the girls, so I need to talk to him before I speak right now. I'm gonna go back and get his opinion because we like to discuss the girls together. So I don't mind them dressing up. I am a little nervous with them getting candy from just anybody or even neighbors. I don't know. It just makes me very nervous. Everything makes me nervous. Our Kind of People is really good. It has Morris Chestnut in it and other celebrities. Okay, I'm gonna look into that one then. The new Halloween was good. They gave a good. Oh, that came out. Am I gonna do a video about potty training? Y'all, that was hell. That was hell. Jori's actually trying to do potty training. When she sees her sister sitting on that potty, she pulled herself down. And last week she actually did potty. And today, y'all, she said her name, and I couldn't even record it because it happened so fast. I forgot to text Jeremy back, y'all. Let me go see. I saw a notification that he was on live too. Did anyone see the Forever Purge? Jori is so advanced. I think, because some people told me that Jori was gonna be advanced because of her having her big sisters, but then they also be joking around saying like the pandemic baby is really real. I do believe it's real. Jori does a lot of stuff that the girls just did not do. Jori wasn't. I took her off the premature track. Technically, she's considered a preemie, but I took Jori off the premature track because, in comparison to Journie and Jiya when they were born, obviously they came much, much earlier. But by the time they were only like home from the hospital and stuff like that, like it still took them a little bit longer to do so much. Whereas Jori, she's like even with solid foods, like just like and oh my gosh, we didn't even keep the same restrictions that we had for Journie and Jiya. You know when they had those commercials first time, Mom, oh honey, put the towel over. He working on the car, and then by second time, Mom, she came out there here. So I think that also is what it is for Jori. We don't limit her because we had to limit her sisters. We had to make sure they were being, watched, and they couldn't do certain things, but it was okay. Whereas Jori, completely, she didn't go to any jamborees. And even the girls' teachers, like their top tier teachers, they always compliment Jori and say she is so smart. So, or she's really good for her age range. Like she's, I don't see no worries with her in her development. So, what surgery did I get? I got a breast revision on my right one. 1 pound. So it says I had a preemie pandemic baby. He was 1 pound now. I'm 8 months pregnant, and he isn't walking. And I'm freaking out. Jori, no. Don't freak out. Don't freak out, because it's like even with Journey, like Jiya did mostly everything before Journey, but Journey was not too far behind her. I just take like every child is their own child, and especially when they're preemie, you gotta factor that type of stuff in there. So I was always told from day one, do not compare the girls. First of all, they're not even identical. Like they're completely two different individuals who just happen to be in your womb at the same time. So I never compare Jiya and Journey. Now, based off what Jiya is doing, if I notice that Journey hasn't done it and it's been a while, then of course we'll take something. Y'all, my throat, in case you just checking in, my throat is in shambles from surgery today. But yeah, Journey did everything. But now when I think about it in hindsight, when she's running, walking, talking, skipping, all that stuff, I'm not sitting here like, I'm just wondering how long it's like. You don't think about those things. Once it happens, and no one's gonna ever ask you again, when did your baby start walking, and feel some type of way. So, and some babies, they just don't want to do it. They know how to do it, but they don't want to do it. So unless it's something real, 1 year of age and they're preemie, Journey and Jiya didn't walk until after their first birthday. Dora was already taking steps. She wasn't consistently walking, but she was definitely taking steps a few weeks before her first birthday. Mind you, she came out earlier than she was supposed to anyway. So you just don't compare them. Just get some intervention if you really are nervous. It says go get some water. I drank so much water at the restaurant. It's like nothing is happening. It says I'm in Dallas this weekend for my birthday. Oh, what made you want to come to Dallas? Okay, I'm gonna go get some water. Y'all keep telling me to get water. Hold on, I'm gonna go get my bottle. Jori's still up. The girl's asleep. Okay, so I got my water. Texas also, when I was grocery shopping, I think I took the clip out. I think almost certain I took that clip out when I went grocery shopping. But there, it's so funny. Y'all would have thought I wasn't human or regular. Like I was going through the store, like, what is it? Like it was just so funny to me to see their brands of product. I don't know. I guess I'm just been stuck in Atlanta too long. I've traveled, but I haven't lived anywhere else. So I never really paid attention for real. When I was just in Kroger, I'm like, what brand? Like, I didn't know what those brands of water was. I was like, what is this? I saw like 2 brands or 3 brands tops that I knew. Everything else was something completely different. And I, like I said, going through the aisles, just how certain brands were, it was just real interesting. That's why y'all got to get out and travel. Whew. How would I feel about a virtual meet and greet? I'm open to that. Let's see. Y'all, I love y'all so much. It says that's how you felt coming to Georgia. What part of Georgia were you in? Were you in Atlanta, Georgia? See, another thing, I was talking to Peyton today. So I've known Peyton since 2016. Me and Peyton were at the same event, and we kept in contact ever since then. So I always talk to her a lot. And we were talking last night about like how people. So when she called me yesterday, because she was gonna reschedule it, like us hanging out to today or Saturday. But she called me and was like, "Hey sis, like what you wearing? Blah blah blah. Your makeup done?" And I'm like, "No girl, I'm regular. You can get dressed up though." Because myself person, that's a real AT alien. Now, it's the people who would keep migrating from all over who has now given Atlanta this whole notion of Hollywood. Not to say I don't like that notion, like it's cute or whatever. But let's be real. Atlanta is poor. Atlanta is the city. It's the inner city as well. If anything, the outskirts is not Atlanta. Now, Cascade Road, if anything in Atlanta has like one, there's a celebrity who I don't know if she still lived there. I think they put it on this. Yeah, Candy. Yeah, I think she posted on. She posted on her on Housewives of Atlanta some years ago when they were like where Candy lived at. And so Candy lived on, I don't know if she still lives there now, but it was a long time ago. She had a huge house, and I think like a guest huge house. Cascade Road is actually the city. It's a part of the city of Atlanta, and that's a little like some parts are not as affluent, and then some parts are. But Atlanta is very small in comparison to Georgia as a whole. And I think a lot of people are migrating here and making it this whole Hollywood element. And then they look at me, well, why you ain't da-da-da, you from Atlanta? Because that's not what Atlanta people do for real. I'm the type of person where I'm content within myself, so I would never be the one telling somebody don't dress up. But I also know some of my people who have come to Atlanta have made it a priority to be in this, perceive themselves as like more than they are because they're in Atlanta and they think that's the only way you fit in. Most people in Atlanta are not genuine. Most people are hanging out with each other just because of numbers. Like, this is not real Atlanta. And we do have some good, decent high rises. And I lived in Midtown and Buckhead. We've been all over, honestly, since I moved out of my mom's house. And y'all seen that transition. But like, most of this stuff was being built for the people who are moving down here because it was cheaper than what they were, but they still wanted to, look like something. But yeah, most of the women on Married to Medicine live in ATL. Yeah, they didn't know, but they live in Atlanta. I think a few of them live on the outskirts. I think these people be playing because I know for a fact where some people live, and I don't tell people business unless it's already just public record. But a lot of people, I'm not gonna say which city and stuff in Georgia or that people are in, but a lot of them are in the outskirts, and it's only like 40 minutes to Atlanta, so that's not that big of a deal. So, but they're not in Atlanta. Atlanta is the hood. Atlanta is not, like I said, Cascade Road is the only part of official Atlanta that is affluent in some parts of it. Everything else in Atlanta is, they're not even middle class people. Like, they're not. We're not. I'm not from that. And I've been here all my life, so I know. So when people are claiming Atlanta, no, they're not. If they're from Atlanta, then they want to be talking in circles the way they do or presenting things the way they do. They're in the outskirts of Atlanta, and they just travel down to Buckhead and spend a lot of time there, or they're in those high rises. But it's not really what people make it seem like it is. It says a lot of them live in Gwinnett, McDonough, for sure. And you know how far away those places are from Atlanta. When we were actually house shopping before the last house we found, we had found a house. It was actually the cheapest house out of all the houses we found. It was cheap. It was cheap, y'all. It was how much was that house? The asking price was $450,000 in McDonough. Of course, we offered way over that because it's a seller's market, so you got to kind of do that. But when we commuted, we commuted back to the house, we saw like how long it takes to get from the city back, and our families are in the city back to McDonough, and it's a small town anyway. But they do have a lot of nice houses: Stockbridge, Fayetteville, McDonough, and then those are like more black areas in Atlanta or in Georgia rather. And then if you go back, Roswell, Sandy Springs, Alpharetta, Johns Creek, and Duluth, that's North Atlanta. So yeah, we've lived in Sandy Springs, as y'all know, because I was doxxed. And they put my house on the internet. They put my kids like in jeopardy, but it's okay. It's okay. But we lived there, and we did like over there. No, 450. Am I tripping? I think that's really cheap. That was way under our budget. Like, that was the cheapest house we found. Like, that was way under our budget. It also was harder looking for houses in Atlanta, and that's another reason why I say I like Texas, because every time we looked at the Texas market, those houses are also dirt cheap. They're like starting at $350, some were $450, and the aesthetic of those houses are completely different than the aesthetic of a Georgia home. Georgia homes are more considerably brick and old school. All of them, 90% of them they're not built modern. The only ones that are built modern are the ones that have been built within the last few years. And then we were like really, really hard on ourselves getting those houses, because those are the houses that were the $1 million budget. and they didn't have any backyard space, and they don't have any basement space. So we're paying $1 million for nothing. And I have 3 kids, so I was like, nah, that ain't gonna work. So those are only houses that are modern, the ones that are currently being built. 450 is expensive here. Really? I guess it also depends on how many bedrooms y'all need. 450 for the house that we had wanted, and we actually got the house. We put in an offer and she did choose us. But when we drove back out there, we turned her down. We could have literally been in the house for real, especially with that house. We didn't have no issues. Like, everything was good with that. But it was the distance. That house was a 6-bedroom, 5-bathroom house for $450. And when I tell y'all that grass area, it was a damn cheerleading. I saw enough grass for a cheerleading court. It was also a basketball court was attached to it. A pool. If we wanted to build a church, if we wanted to have a pastel grocery store, all those things was a part of that house. That was the best part of that house that we really love. I love that neighborhood in itself, but I'm not a McDonald girl. Like, I can grow to be one, if you know, but I'm a city girl. I'm a city girl, and McDonald's not the city. So me and Jeremy was like, we just begged the lady to just cancel our contract. And I felt so bad because someone else had asked for the house, they got it, and then their finances didn't fall, like, it fell through. So she had to put it back on the market. And then our realtor was like, hey, they got this, they got that. And we had already got an approval letter from when we got our first house. So we already had an approval, and we found that house within like a week or two of the first house we found, of the owner saying she didn't want to sell anymore. So since we already went through underwriting and underwriter already cleared us, and this is much cheaper, we literally could have been in that house the next week. They came out and did the appraisal for us. And like I said, me and Jeremy drove back, and he was just like, I feel like we're settling. Now, although it did have all those bedrooms, the living room was a little small. And our master bedroom, Jeremy really is not trying to go back and forth about our master. So it was also, so we had to take some L's with that one, but it had 6 bedrooms still. All the kids had their own room. We had space for a playroom. We had a basement that had like a little office that we was going to probably build extra something down there for me. But the grass was like everything. It says $450 in Boston would get you a room, let alone the studio. Yes, because we are looking for, on average, six bedroom. Like, 4-bedroom is not going to ever be enough, because we're going to definitely have our family over, spending the night, and then we work from home. And then now that Jeremy is picking up, I mean, we always have had a studio, but now that he's picking up even more, like, we need to have a built-in sanctuary for real for him. Thurgood Estates has beautiful homes. They do. You get 5 beds for $350. How does the house look on the outside though? For $450, I wanted to be bomb. Not in Atlanta. I mean, I guess it depends on your style. Me and Jeremy's style is modern. So, and we're also willing to have the second house that we found. The first house was brick. The second house was brick. But for the second house, we were going to be changing so much about it. But that one had like an outside kitchen attached to the kitchen. We didn't like where the laundry room was. I really wanted a walk-in laundry room. So we were going to have to sacrifice a walk-in laundry room with that. And the most important sacrifice, because I told y'all this in the video. So what happened to the last house, we were going to close on May 16th. Everything was good to go. When they came and originally did the measurements, when we looked at the house, everything was good to go. We already knew we had saved up money to get the house and remodel if need be. I really wanted to remodel because I want to put my own, twang thing on it. So we had someone come out, do the measurements for knocking down some of the walls in the room, changing each fixture and all the lights, adding the second house I think had stereo surround sound in it throughout the entire house. So we were going to have to gut and change and fix a lot of different things. The closet in the master was not grand. So it was a lot of different things, but we had someone come out and measure before we continue going through it with appraisal and everything. We get back, we end up getting another person to come out right before we close. I'm like, hey, we're about to close now. So I'm trying to book the people to come out, change the stairwell to a modern stairwell, change the kitchen, gut the kitchen, open up the closet like we already had talked about weeks prior. They came out and saying, this is a load bearing wall. We can't move this. This needs this plug. We can't move that. It just was like, what the hell? We're not moving here then. Because that's the whole point of us paying for things to be gutted out. It's for us to be able to do it. If we can't have a grand master room, a grand closet, and a safe space for because we was gonna have to put my beauty room in the basement. Yes. And I was like, because one of the walls they could not tear down where my beauty room was going to be, so we had to just give it back to the kids because I don't want them playing in the basement. Y'all, this house buying stuff is just, it's so stressful, y'all. But after I'm done, I definitely want to make a house series, and I'll probably make like 3 or 4 videos and go over, especially for entrepreneurs who are buying a home. But in general, I picked up so much information from these last few years and things to think about. And I'll be wanting to go look up these videos to see for myself. And my realtor is bomb. Like, she's great. So she always answers our questions. But you may not get a bomb realtor, or you may not know what direction to go in. So I want to do like a video to go over like everything, because we're at a point now where like we're not settling. Kind of we're open to not having the house gutted. We're kind of open to just putting the money and paying whatever for what we just want. But it still may be a little few tweaks here and there. But for both of those other houses we had, we were putting in well over $100,000 to change to the way we want. I guess everything happens for a reason. God was like, nah, not right now with that. So there's nothing bigger. And then, bigger is gonna come. Build a model home and add to it. So oh, I get what you're saying. A model home in a neighborhood. Okay. Now, only thing about, so both houses were in neighborhoods. The second house, well, I'm not gonna tell you. Y'all won't find out because I'd be having to make sure now. But the second house did not have, it had under 10 houses in that neighborhood. And we were content with that. Each house we both had found, we drove around looking at the neighbors, tried to converse with a few of them just to get the vibes. Because being that we are influencers, I would hate for our neighbors to know us, and then they have homegirl or home friend or cousin, mama or whatever at their house, and they're like, take us over there. Or then I'm gonna monitor the girls anyway. I'm not that parent that's gonna be like, y'all go outside and I'm gonna be in the house cooking dinner, unless it's a gated back outdoor, where I can see my kids and no one can get back there. But yeah, I feel as though neighborhood stuff it's kind of made me nervous, even with like living in apartments. I've been so annoyed these last few years with apartment stuff, because you just never, like, it's so hard for me to talk to people. They probably think I'm weird because I don't know what they're about to do. Like, they start calling the girls by their name. Some of them act regular. Like, I've been in the mailroom with the girls, and some people just like, oh, your mail is up there. And I'm like, huh? What? I'm like, what you mean? But I'm like, oh, I watch your YouTube channel. Or they'll be like, I think I've seen you before. And I'm like, oh, really? Where? And they're like, YouTube. So it is kind of weird for people to look at our lives. And then, some people have crazy family members, so they may want to, oh, I'm going to go over there and say, hey. And, it's just, we just want to be as private as we possibly can. But before the pandemic happened, literally we had 5 houses that met every criteria, price, look. We wouldn't even have to do too much changing or nothing right before the pandemic happened. But we were taking longer to choose which house, because I was honestly waiting to see if Jeremy had a child outside of our relationship and how I would feel. So we kind of like were just waiting, and I was trying to like, okay, now if this happens, now we got to integrate his baby into this new house. So that changes everything. You can't just go buy a house for your kids and you and your man and got everything together, but we don't factor in he has a whole nother child. So I was like, I think it would be more respectful if we just wait, because the last thing we want to do is go get a home, everything looking good, and then we find out you have a child, and now he has to share a room with one of the girls or something, which would be probably Jori, because the girls are going to share a room with each other. So I didn't really know, how I would feel about it. So we kind of waited, and all 5 of those houses got gone right when the pandemic hit. It's like the day the pandemic hit, we went back on there and all the houses was gone. I was like, what? That was perfect. It was perfect, but we just waited a little too long. But now that we know, we can also we can definitely plan accordingly. Yeah, waiting is the best in this market at this time. Yeah, we was talking to the realtor about it, and we haven't really, ever since that last house, I've just been so stressed. I'm like, okay, I just want to get the best home, actually. Because once you get it, like, we're used to moving, you can't just up and move. It don't work like that. And I want to spend all the money we've been saving for and all the, so we also want to, don't the last thing you can do is when you get your appraisal, you ignore the things that have been told to you in the appraisal. So when they tell you certain things you can't or can do based off of it, like even with some HOAs in some neighborhoods don't allow you to have a pool. So it's just so many different variables with getting a house that I would have never probably thought about. Yeah, but his mom had told Jeremy's mom when I had talked. I wish I would have did this idea. She was like, we should have bought a townhome when it was just me and him, and then when we eventually started our family, we could have sold our townhome and used it for the down payment. I really wish we'd have thought like that, but I wasn't thinking like that. But that will be something I will be discussing in the video and preparing people for. Vlogmas, I'm going to do. I haven't missed Vlogmas yet. November. Right now, I'm going to do. Right now. It says, can you bring the prank videos back? I can bring the prank videos back. I gotta figure out some good ones. We just been going like it's so we can't even really prank certain things we used to prank because there'll be an elephant in the room blowing his water out his trunk. But you know, y'all notice I don't have on any jewelry. I gotta take it all off. Yeah, Zillow has been snatching up the houses. Douglasville, I would never leave. I would never move to Douglasville. I'm never gonna move to Douglas. I don't care. And we've seen some houses in Douglasville, and just because it's Douglasville, no, I'm not. It's only one way into the. It's only one way in and one way out of Douglasville, and it's racist. It is. It is. I'm raising my daughters to understand it. Obviously, they don't right now, but my nerves are so bad. Like when I used to nanny and take their kids to the park, and it would be all races around those kids. Because Samuel was not fully white. He's mixed. Actually, he's not white at all. He's Filipino and black. So y'all remember who I used to nanny for, the little boy and the girl. So she was fully white. Every time I nannied them, they always assumed I was the mom because of how Samuel looked. And I guess they just thought I don't know what they thought about Genevieve because she was so small. I used to take them to the park. But when other kids, my point is, when other kids started coming over, I didn't really think nothing of it. I was like, he's playing with kids. Now that I got my girls, almost every place that we've been to and they're playing, except for like my personal friends' homes or his personal people homes, they're always our counterparts. And my nerves be so bad because I just be, first off, I always jump my eyes to their parent to see what their parent is thinking about their kid playing with a little black child. And it shouldn't have to be like that, but I don't want to scare my kids or already have some preconceived notions when they get in school and they start, oh, I'm not going to sit by them because my mama made me always feel like they might not like me or something like that. So I never do that to them. But me as a parent, I'm looking at people's parents. I'm listening to what the child is saying to my kid. Like, I don't want no foolishness when it comes to my children. And I'm not going to be able to save them from the world. I know that to be true 100% because my parents can save me from the world. But in a certain extent, like I don't also want to put them out there with no training wheels of how and be ill prepared for certain things. So as of now, they won't be spending the night at nobody's house. I don't care what race it is. They're not spending. I'm going to be the house that they can come over, or we're going to do a play date publicly. The girls will not be having their first sleepover until they're 18 years old. The world's just so crazy. I'm nervous. I'm really, really nervous. And we're going to continue to like train them mentally and physically be prepared. But this is just with anybody, not just a certain type of child, like everybody. I just want them to be. And then of course, now that they have their YouTube channel, who's to say they go to school when they're in elementary? Because I was mature in elementary. So if they anything like me, they're going to be really mature and wise. I wasn't immature. I don't really honestly think of any time in my life. My parents used to always tell me I was very mature. So hopefully they are. Journey actually is very goofy. Journey's a goofball. So I could see her just being a goofball. She jokes about every little thing. Jiya has her moment. She can be serious and hardcore, and then she can be a goofball and really sensitive. And then Jori, she's just Jori. She's not a goofball, but she just has a great personality overall. So it's gonna be interesting to see them in school. It's gonna be interesting. It says though that crosses Lithia Springs off the list. Yes, it does. Yeah, Patrice. I don't. My mom. See, another thing also is I didn't spend the night at no one's house, even my family members' home growing up. So it's hard sometimes letting my girls go and spend the night with my mom. But usually it's because I have something, or me and baby have something we have to do. I'm not gonna just ever give my kids to anybody. I don't care who you are, because I want to be with my kids. If anybody gonna be with them, I'm gonna be with them. So my dad's mom lived in the same neighborhood as us. My dad's sister lived right next door to us. My dad's sister is actually a recluse. If y'all know what that means. If you don't know what a recluse is someone who doesn't. I hope I'm saying this right. I think it's somebody who doesn't integrate themselves into society. Let me look that up. I think that's what a recluse is. Do y'all have any recluse family members? It was so weird growing up with a recluse as my auntie. I'm gonna give y'all some examples of some stuff my auntie used to do. But let me get the right. Recluse is RECLUSE. A person who lives a solitary life and tends to avoid other people. That's what a recluse is. My auntie is a recluse. My dad's sister is a recluse. She lived right next door to us. We lived in that neighborhood. When my parents divorced, my mom, she stayed in the same neighborhood. I'm moving out and went to just across the street pretty much. So it was the same subdivision. My dad and my auntie lived one house away from each other. And then my auntie, my dad's other sister, she lived right next to us. So some examples of a recluse are, and this just them, so I never try to take it personal. We would be getting out the car coming from school, and she wouldn't even speak to us. Her husband would speak to us. Her daughter would barely speak to us. She loved her daughter, but she don't want to. And the only people I've ever seen her really speak to this day, and I'm 27 years old, is her mother. Her daughter and her mother, top two. Her daughter and she only got one daughter. I got one cousin, Ashley. I wonder how Ashley's doing. But she sent Ashley to a private school. Ashley this, Ashley that. She had one little child. The daddy was paying for everything too. My auntie, I don't think she worked. Just like when my mom and my dad had us, my dad told my mom not to work. So she didn't work either until I forgot when she actually went back to work. But anyways, my auntie did not speak to us. If my mama had came out and was like, hey, auntie such and such, can you watch the kids for like a few hours? I gotta go run to just my mama was waiting for a new car. She didn't have one. So she would ask because she watches really quick while she ran to the store or walked to the store to get some stuff, and she didn't want to take us. We wouldn't talk to her. Like we would literally be in her house and we wouldn't say nothing at all. And I had talked to my dad. I was like, why your sister don't never talk to us, daddy? And he was like, she's a recluse. He's like, she don't talk to me. That is so, I don't want to say weird. I want to know, how do recluse become recluse? I don't know. I was like, Dad, did she play with y'all when y'all were kids? Like, or did she just one day wake up and be this way? Like, I don't know, but she's definitely a recluse. For sure. I don't even know how I got on that topic, but it said, no, I'm not that bad. Yeah, she didn't want to talk to us. I mean, sometimes we would force her. But my mama, hey, auntie such and such. Hey. Or she'll, what? Speak to the kids. Speak to y'all auntie. But literally right next door to this day. She's still living in that same place to this day. My grandma still living in the same place. My dad moved out for a little bit. Then my dad just moved back to another place. But it's still the same neighborhood. I'm like, damn, y'all don't want to leave this place for nothing. It says sometimes PTSD causes that. Whose birthday? Samiko? Happy birthday. But someone says, it says, I was so silly as a kid. Recluse don't really work that way. It's so hard to explain my auntie to y'all. I'm not exaggerating. I mean, you can look up the definition. You could probably try to look up other people who are recluse or look up interviews, but she didn't want to talk to us for nothing. I can't think of a conversation we ever held with my auntie. And I'm 27. And we was living there when I was a kid. I thought she would at least, hey nieces, hey nephew. No. But we didn't my dad told me don't take it personally. She's just a recluse. So sometimes they'd be like, dang, auntie don't like us. Or I'm like, she mad at mommy because y'all divorced? Like maybe she, trying to defend her brother. But my dad was like, no, she don't talk to me. He's like, I'd be over there all the time with mama. And she just be talking to mama. I'm like, wow. Wow. Hey. Okay, do some of y'all want to get on a live? It's 11:10. Okay, invite guests to broadcast. Okay. I think I put it in here. Oh, it says copy. Let's see. Did it go through? It says my aunt didn't want us touching the walls. I might ask my dad, did anything happen to her? Oh, wow. I'm so sorry to hear that. Miss Stuffing, though. It's late over in Texas. It's 11:11 here. Thank you, Natalie. Was she like that as a kid? I don't know. Now, I do know another recluse, but I'm not going to say who it is because y'all know them too. So I'm not even going to go down that road. But I do know another recluse. And how I know that person's recluse, I asked their family member, like, how have they been? And they were like that from the beginning of time. So I figured maybe my auntie could possibly have just been like that. She just, like I said, don't want to talk. She just want to be by herself. Ebony talking about you was like that as a kid. Imagine your mom saying, oh, my daughter's not going to talk to you. She only speaks to immediate family members. Is she a recluse due to religious purposes? Now, she is a Seventh-day Adventist. I used to be a Seventh-day Adventist, y'all. But I'm no longer a Seventh-day Adventist. I'm more spiritual. Yeah. Ooh. I just want my throat to just be better. Ooh. I think I tried to add somebody. Let me look on my phone and see if the link added. I've been like ever since I got like I like to study people. I really do. I'm very intrigued by people. So even like if I watch shows, I get that invested. I go study them. I want to look at interviews. I want to see how they were as a child. I want to see how they think, breathe, speak, function. Even with Journey, because her speech therapist said that she feels as though Journey has mild speech apraxia. Which could also be, I'm trying to figure out if that's genetic. My brother had, I could have swore they said he was dyslexic for a little bit. And he went to Sylvan. I don't know if y'all have heard of it, like that Sylvan learning program thing they used to always broadcast. He did go to Sylvan for a few years. He didn't pick up on material like me and my sister. Like it just came natural to us. At first, my parents thought it was a behavior disorder. He just wanted to play and rough run in class. But every year, starting from fourth grade, no, I think third grade. I don't know if this is everywhere, but in where I went to school, Young Middle School, and West Manor Elementary School, they did do this. So from third grade up until eighth grade, we will always have a week of tests like your EOCT or your CRCT or whatever test, your end of school year test, whatever. And then like placement test for if you test into gifted programs. Me and my sister tested into gifted programs from pre-K. Like we've always been sharp as tack since pre-K. I know it sounds crazy, but as soon as we got to kindergarten, they put us in talent and gifted classes. Most talent and gifted classes these days are based off math and science. I don't even know how I got in them things because I hated math. I was good in it, but I hated it. But anyways, oh yeah, and because of reading, I'm an amazing reader, and I'm really good with comprehension. So we tested both of me and my sister both tested in a 7th grade reading level in 3rd grade. My dad stayed on us making us read. He stayed on us. He always told us, do not think that you're just your looks. Don't ever think that. So stayed on that, but my brother didn't. So I'm just and Jeremy, I don't know if you guys know that, but him and his sister are a grade school year apart. They didn't graduate in the same year, even though they're twins. So I was thinking it could be genetics or hereditary based off that. But Jeremy didn't have no problem with speech or anything growing up. My brother, he had a problem with like reading comprehension. Like I can't remember exactly what dyslexia is, but like almost every test he would always have, like his end of the course test, he would always have to be the one to retest. He had to go to some school some years and stuff like that. So I was thinking, one, Journey being preemie, and 2, it could be just genetics and hereditary that she learns different, because Jiya learns like me. Jori, right now she's a baby, so I haven't really looked and gauged certain things, but we can definitely tell the different learning styles. But that's what her teacher is saying right now, that Journey has mild speech apraxia, but she's actually much clearer when she speaks. They said when she starts school, they can give her an in-person speech therapist, because I had a girl in my middle school class who had to leave at one point of the day and go to her speech therapist, and then she joined us later back. I think when we were always in language arts or reading class, she would leave and go to speech therapy, and then she came back. But most kids grow out of it. She said Journey could grow out of it, but when I be watching shows and stuff, I be looking at people's, like I get so intrigued, like what famous people have went on to do great things with mild speech apraxia or whatever it may be. And there's actually a lot of celebrities who come up, or even dyslexia. I looked up some celebrities who had dyslexia. Y'all gotta type it in. I can't remember who it was off the top of my head, but it was a lot of big people. So it's very intriguing. That's why I never limit my children, because you just never know. Like even with my sister, they told my mom and my dad, my sister would never be intelligent. They said she would never walk. She's not going to be intelligent, and she's not going to be on her correct like level when she's in school. My sister graduated top 10 in her high school. My sister was actually number 5 in her whole entire high school. And my sister went on to get her master's. My sister went to Fisk University and got her degree in chemistry. She got her undergrad with a concentration in something else. And then she went on to Rush, another top institution, and got her master's. So that's why we don't listen. As long as you're doing proper intervention and, working with your children, then it shouldn't be no problem. Okay. You don't think I can be a counselor? I actually do like counseling. I'm in counseling my dang old self. It says you have to be professional dyslexic at work every day. Journey has Jiya to back her up, so she doesn't need to say or do anything she doesn't want to. Once she starts mixing with other children, she'll start talking and not stop. Yeah, I agree. Jiya does like to talk for everybody. She want to talk for me. She want to talk for everybody. And if Journey says certain things and she doesn't say it right, Jiya is correcting. Like Journey calls my mama 3 different names. She calls her TT, don't ask why. But she knows that's her grandma. Because if I say go to your grandma, she's gonna go to my mom. She's gonna go and walk over there to my mom and say TT. She calls her Mima. Jiya is in the car yesterday. Tell myself, stop calling her Mima. It's grandma. I was like, where did she get this from, Ma? Like, it's so funny. Oh my gosh, it's so funny to me. Like, Jiya, she's just picking up even more language and forming sentences. I'm trying to teach her how to read. Yes, she's young, but just small things. I'm trying to teach her how to read because, like, I just really want her. Like, I want all 3 girls to be in gifted classes, but I'm not pushing my kids to do anything past what they're comfortable doing. So as of now, I definitely feel like Jiya has the potential to be in like gifted classes and accelerated stuff. So it's just so funny just seeing her in the works. But Journey, her speech is more clear now. More people can understand her opposed from just me and Jeremy and my mom. Will Smith has dyslexia. Oh, wow. Wow. He's definitely my favorite actor. I love Will Smith. I love actors who are versatile. I love it. I'm trying to think. Did I take? My antibiotic. Oh, it's 11 o'clock. I can't remember these things. I'm probably gonna have to count the pills. Just make sure. All right, my brows tinted. Yes, my brows are tinted. I got whatever D got. I went to her person. And I love it. I have no regrets. Journey is an empath. Empath. She definitely is. Yes, me and Jeremy are throwing a birthday party together. I've been talking to my friends about it because I had surgery. I had originally planned on us doing like this really nice cover for the invitations, but since I just had surgery, my doctor is stressing out that I can still put on something with this bra, but we haven't got together invitations because I was just gonna post it for everybody to see what it is. But it's a great theme. It's gonna be really, really nice. It says I taught my daughter to read at 2, and she's an excellent reader and tested for the gifted program every year. It's never too okay. That's good to know because Jiya is actually she's able to cite letters and numbers now. So if we're out and about, like even when we was at the airport, she's like letter B or 4, mommy. Like she's really good at that. It says Keesha, guard your heart. Everybody don't have. Oh, thank you. Hey Queen. Hey y'all. In case y'all missed it, I said I'm gonna start going live again. I used to go live more often on YouTube, but things changed up. Then I became a mom. It's so busy. The girls were on here earlier. I'm gonna leave this live up so y'all can see them. Have you taken the girls to the drive-through safari in Pine Mountain? Yes, Babe took us there. While I was pregnant. Well, Jori didn't go, but the girls did go. It says teach her letter sounds. Okay. Reading really helps with speech. Jori sleep? Okay. But yeah, like I try to do everything we possibly can. It says the new Candyman ain't scary at all. Am I coming late? Or you just must have heard that part. I love lives. You don't respond on Instagram, y'all. If y'all see my Instagram, I literally just went through my DMs. I forgot I had DMs until I was looking for somebody, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta go. I try to respond to as many people as I possibly can, but I'm gonna do better. I see a lot of people from Memphis on here. I use Zoophonics to teach my students. Okay. I remember my parents used to take me to, I don't know what that store was called, but it was like a little learning store. And we used to pick out learning activities and make things fun for them. And they all love to read. They love me reading to them. So that's a good thing too. But I just want, that comprehension part is what messes kids up on tests, is you're not comprehending what you're seeing. So I do have to be hard on all of them now because I want them to comprehend, better than they do. But they're still 2, so not gonna try to, is Jeremy coming to Texas? No, he's not coming to Texas anymore. Unless because I thought for some reason I thought today was Thursday. So when he was texting me about the meeting and stuff and his contract and paperwork, and I was like, well, you ain't gonna get finished till late, so it's no point to come tomorrow. And he ended up so he's not gonna come. Y'all, that's my mom taking a shower. I'm still texting Jeremy. Okay. How far apart are you and Jeremy's birthdays? His birthday's the 3rd and mine's the 7th. Yes, I will be saving this live. Thank you, Marsha. I love editing and seeing them. I know some people be like, girl, you need to take your kids offline if people gonna be bullying them. No, people need to just stop bullying them because my kids ain't going nowhere. Like now they're at the age, like even yesterday with the vlog, like sometimes Jiya out of everybody wants to be in the vlog more than any of them. So even if y'all see her the most, it's just because that's what she wants to do. Journey likes to be active. She likes to be in different things. She loves coloring, writing, drawing, playing, watching TV. Like, she's not really a camera person as much, or she doesn't desire to be in the camera. Jiya loves the attention. She's just like her daddy. She's like her daddy. So she loves that type of attention. And yeah, so just like yesterday, or the vlog that came out today, I was like, tell them good morning, and she didn't want to do it. Okay, cool. You don't got to do it, because now with each other, I know you ain't getting away from that, because they're girls. Me and my sister are very close. Me and my sister, the only time we used to fall out growing up, only things we used to fall out about was me wearing her clothes. Period. That's the only thing. Y'all, my dad used to try to, I'm already petite. My dad tried to put me on some jeans. He a man. Talking about, ain't nobody need to be looking at you like that. So out of all my friends, I was the first one to start getting boobs in 5th grade. Everybody else was still flat. So all the boys, were being boys. My dad didn't want stuff like me to be, trying to be grown and fast. So my dad bought all of us our clothes for the most part for back to school. When they broke up, he would buy clothes for his house and my mom would buy clothes for her house. I loved it. I was like, ooh, I never had no divorce syndrome, because we was getting the best of both worlds. But my dad used to buy my jeans like 2 sizes bigger. Like, you're growing to them. I'm like, Dad, I'm already petite. I'm not wearing these baggy jeans. So y'all, I used to cut my clothes up and go to school. It was bad. I remember it was all my shorts. So my dad would buy shorts that would be like down here, and like really long shorts, like I'm a little boy. So I would get to school and I would cut the little crotch area out to make it a skirt, but then now the lining is off. I used to do some crazy stuff. And then I had found some jeans in my sister's closet, and they fit me so good. So all the jeans that my dad bought, y'all, don't talk about me. This was 7th grade. No, this was 6th grade. 6th grade. All the jeans that my dad bought had little signs and words and colorful stuff on it, like little patches, like patch artwork. I would cut all the patches. Like, I remember it was like 9 jeans I did this to. I would go in and cut all the designs out and staple it to the jeans that fit me good. Oh my gosh, I'm saying this out loud. I almost got caught too. This boy beside me was like trying to check me out. So he was looking at my thigh being grown, talking about, are those staples in your pants? Boy, shut up. Like, why are you looking at me like this? I was like, no. Why would you even say these are staples? It came like this. But you know how rumors can get started real quick in schools. I was like, okay, never again. I can't do it no more, because he just got to say it to one person. And if he see these staples again tomorrow in social studies, it's going to be over for me. So I was like, no more. So I stopped doing it. But I used to tell my dad all the time, like, you buy all the cute stuff for Alexis, and you buy me all this baggy stuff. He was like, no, I don't. But my sister was more tomboy. She didn't get girly into college, like, at all. My sister, no makeup, no heels, nothing but tennis shoes and whatever brand was popular. Like, if Abercrombie & Fitch was popular, or American Eagle, or whatever. Well, she didn't really get on Aeropostale, but jogging outfits, Nike outfits, Adidas outfits, plain shirts, jeans. Like, the only thing that was girly about her was her keeping her hair done, because our parents made sure we kept our hair done. But other than that, You said you hate Caprice. Who's that? You said I used to staple my book bag down. Oh, Caprice. Oh my gosh, I forgot all about those. It says I was a tight shirt and my brother's baggy pants tight. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. One of my friends she just switched her outfit every time she came to school. And it was time for her to get picked up, she had her regular outfit back on. And the teacher never told on us. I mean, what can they really tell? I mean, maybe her. I wasn't putting. I mean, maybe they could have still told on me, because I'm pretty sure they looked at my skirt and was like, that was not no damn skirt. That was some shorts. And this girl then cut her shorts open to make a little hoochie mama skirt. Oh, knickerbockers? What? What they call them that where? In knickerbockers. Yeah, it was a lot of work. I used to be watching Moesha, eating my hot chips in a room with a cat. I had a cat. The cat name was Cookie. Everybody was scared of Cookie, but my mama just kept feeding Cookie, and Cookie kept coming back. We moved. Cookie didn't know how to get back to our house. So we ended up going out in the neighborhood finding her. Thank God. We moved again and we never saw Cookie again. I think she just didn't make it back the third house time we moved. Poor Cookie. Rest in peace, girl. The style back in the day was so much different than the style now. I'm praying for my girls. Now, I dress them like kids now, but of course, I just can only imagine when they start like middle school or even elementary school and other kids are like looking down at them or any kids for that matter, judging them or bullying other kids based off what they have and don't have. Our girls are going to definitely have what they need, but I know this day and age, even when I'm looking at these proms, I'm like, damn, I need to go back and redo my prom. Gauchos. I remember gauchos. My booty cheeks used to move in them pants. I love. Now, my dad did have me the right size gauchos because he already knew they were baggy anyway. But I remember those gauchos. I had all the slinky gauchos. Oh, I had all those slinky ones. Yes, I do want to put the girls in pageant. I'm a little nervous because I don't know how they'll react to the stage, but I'm going to still try and see. If they don't like it, they don't like it. They have adult proms. My friend had an adult prom, but I ended up getting pregnant. Was I pregnant? Her birthday in January. Something was going on. Gauchos is a throwback. You was banned from wearing them? Oh, I definitely feel like Jiya will own the stage. But then sometimes she be getting nervous. So that's the only thing like about her is she's shy in front of a lot of other people. So, and then being on the stage, that's why I'm okay. I gotta find the right age because I was kind of nervous doing pageants, but not really because I cheered. So that's kind of why I'm gonna start them and cheer first. Gauchos, you gotta look them up. They're like some baggy capris. Like if you know how capris look, they're like a baggier that. Like look it up on Google, and I don't know how to add stuff to the screen yet, but yeah. I ain't gonna hold y'all all night either, y'all. My thing says I've been on for 1 hour 41 minutes, so I'm gonna do for 2 hours, especially if I'm gonna keep this up so y'all can get to see. It says get Jiya signed to an HC. I talked to Babe about it and we were going back and forth. He doesn't know. So Journey is very photogenic. So I was like, okay, I don't want them to do every single thing like each other. I want them to still have their own identity. So we was going to split them up and I was going to have Journey start walking with them, like learning from a modeling coach because she's already taller than Jiya anyways. So I was like, okay, we can have her doing the modeling coach stuff. Even when she's not trying to do a certain pose, her poses are always like, she just films really, really pretty. All of them film really pretty, but I'm like, but Jiya, her personality, her energy is just so different and she's gorgeous. So I felt like she would definitely be better off for it. Even little acting skits or pageants where you got to have that personality. And I guess I got to see as Jori keeps talking more. She's very photogenic too. But I said I got to see how as she develops and really get a feel for her personality when she's like 2 or something. Y'all, it's 11:33. I really need to count these pills so I can take. I have an antibiotic. So this is different also. They made me put like a patch behind my ear and I'm not doing the injections this time around. Did they say how many pills are in here? It says this medicine should be taken with plenty of water. Okay. Let's see. So if it says take twice a day, that means it will be an even number in here. It's an even number in here. Yep, it is. So I can take it. That was easy. They didn't give me any strong pain pills. They just gave me ibuprofen. They gave me ibuprofen last time too. I got these big kahuna pills. Oh, I hate taking these pills. But I don't need no infection. It says Jori is a Leo. She gonna own the stage. I agree. No, I'm not in Georgia. I'm in Texas. My time is 11:34 here. Oh yeah, she told me eight. She told me 6 to 8 weeks to wear my bra. My birthday falls at the 3-week mark. So the outfit that I have, I don't even think there's a bra in it. So I'm gonna see if Naomi can put like a lining at the bottom of it. Yeah. But up until my birthday, I'm wearing my bra. I'm not taking it off. I'm not gonna pick up nobody. I'm not gonna do anything I'm not supposed to do. I just got a revision. So they didn't do anything. I showed it earlier. I guess I'll show it again since some people may not have seen it. But I got a revision. Before with this, the right side set lower. Like just imagine this being completely flat and no cushion right here. This side set lower because it slipped beneath the scar just by a little bit. It was probably like a centimeter or 2 centimeters tops where it slipped, but it made such a drastic difference when I wear certain things on this side. So I would turn to a certain angle sometimes, or even when I like added brightness or contrast to a photo, it looked right. But I could even from because my friends, they didn't know what I was talking about when I was in Tulum and I said I gotta go get the surgery. They were like, what? Like, what are you talking about? It looks perfectly fine. And I'm like, no. Like, so I let them touch it. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it's definitely flat right there. Which means over the course of time, it's just gonna continue to look different or whatever. So the only thing she did was open my right, wanna push that up like that and close me right back up. So I don't have any swelling right now. It should stay like this as long as I don't do anything and as long as the implant doesn't bottom out again. So my left one was already perfectly fine. So now they are perfectly even. And I'm a 32D. I don't know what Sosa is saying. Oh, I talked about a Forever Home a little bit earlier. I'm gonna keep this live up so everybody can see. Yeah, it was a minor surgery. It's a minor surgery. Like I can do everything. Like before, I was like, now raise it and then go back down. My post operation instructions are completely different this time around too. It's just more. The only thing she's really gave me and sent me home to do was take my pills. And I didn't even finish my ibuprofen from the last time. The bottle says completed, and I still got half the bottle in my purse. But I'm gonna go ahead and take it. I don't like taking pills. The girls are sitting up nice. Thank you. It says, did anyone else drink milk as a kid at night and hope to wake up the next day with bigger boobs? Wow. Milk? Oh yeah, the Forever Home. Well, I don't know if you missed it, but the first Forever Home we were gonna close March. I can't remember the date of the first Forever Home. It was March something. And then the owner decided she didn't want to sell it. And that kid, I didn't even tell you the flaws about that house. That house was darker on the inside. Kind of remind me of when we lived in Sandy Springs. I did not like. I want vibrant lights in my home. And now, like even a master bedroom, it was really dark. It sits by a lot of. It had like four acres of land. Like both houses. No, the second house didn't have acres. When the house in McDonough had acres. So we did. Okay, let me start over, y'all. I'm stuttering. The first house that we were about to get, it had 4 acres of land. The biggest flaw about that home was the kitchen size. And where the kitchen was, it would be completely hard to expand the kitchen. We would have to literally tear down the outside of the home and take it out. So that was already an $80,000 estimate. Not even considering every other thing we had to do to that home. But we were willing to do it. We were like, okay, we got it. We saved it. So the owner decided she didn't want to sell. So I'm like, okay. So me and Babe, I cried, of course. And he was like, look, let's just talk about the cons. Now we could save that money. It could be a better house. Like the kitchen was going to be much smaller. Like it wasn't even like a little bit smaller than we wanted. We want a big grand kitchen. We got a lot of kids. We got each other. Like we wanted a big grand kitchen. So when that didn't work out, I'm like, okay. Still wanted my grand kitchen. But I was going to have a dope filming room for that home. Theater. The girls had the previous owners had built a playhouse in the basement for their kids, so we can just use that. Then Jeremy kind of wanted to open up the wall downstairs, but either way it goes, that's what happened to the house. The second house we end up not going through with it just because of the measurements. We had a lot of things that needed to be a lot of walls that we want to gut out to open up a lot of the rooms even bigger. And originally they told us we could, and then after we paid our earnest money and went through damn near the whole process again, someone else came back out to remeasure because we were about to close in a week. So I'm like, okay, once we close, I want to already have, because we already talked to our realtor. She was like, you need to already have all your people lined up. They're closing. The next day, people can come in here and start gutting and fixing and tweaking. So we already had someone else come back out, and then they told us that some of the house was load bearing walls or different this and things couldn't move. And they said we could not expand the master bedroom, the master bathroom, master closet was not even enough for Jeremy. It was just, I was like, oh, this is not, we couldn't expound they said we could move the laundry area to the basement, but then they wanted my filming room to be in the basement. And then the only way to get to my filming room, you would have had to go through the movie theater because we had a movie theater room. The guest bedroom was really tiny. It was a lot of stuff. So I know you're probably like, well, then why y'all choose that house? Because we thought we were going to be able to fix it. And then we went back on the prowl because we already got approved, remember? So we went back on the prowl and found the house in McDonough. It was just way too far. It's not I don't want to raise my family in McDonough. Nothing wrong with anybody who lives out there. But me personally, I'm a city girl. So I prefer like more city life. But we were in the outskirts looking for homes, but they were still close to our city life. McDonough is like way further from our city life. So yeah, everything does happen for a reason. Everything does. No, Janice, that a meet and greet is not completely ruined. We will have security. Like even at our party we're about to have, we're gonna have security there. So we'll just have security. Yeah, we did consider getting our house built. We definitely did. It's so like the housing market sucks so much. All the lands that we did consider, like some of the neighborhoods, some of the areas, like we're really stuck on certain areas, so if we don't see nothing, and it's like we're screwed. It's just more of a stressful process. If I move to Texas, we'd be in the house next week because they have modern houses here. We want a modern home that has a basement and a large backyard. The modern homes in Atlanta don't have a basement and don't have a large backyard. It may be a decent size for me and Jeremy, but we want the girls to be able to ride their bike, throw parties out there, just whatever. We had some things in mind we want to put. So if it's not a good enough size backyard, you remember how our backyard looked at when we lived in Sandy Springs? Some of the houses like that. So it's kind of like, where the kids gonna ride their bike? Now we got to take them to the street, and it's just OCD because I got bad OCD when it comes to my kids. So, but our realtor definitely did say buying the house at this point and building it ground up may be our best bet because all the houses that we've been looking at lately. But they did say the government is about to run out of money. They said originally it was supposed to be October 18th, but Aisha told us on the Tulum trip they pushed it to December. So my gut, like I've been praying to God about it, and my gut was like, wait until December, because if it does do what it says it's going to do, it's going to be a seller's market. I mean, a buyer's market. It's not going to be a seller's market anymore. And then we can get anything we want and not have and that was another thing. All the house except for the first house, we didn't have to pay over asking. So what's going on now in the housing market is that it sucks so badly that every house that we put an offer in, we had to keep putting clauses saying that if the house is not appraised for what it's worth, then we will pay that difference in cash. So when you're buying a home, you already have to put down your earnest money to secure that purchase. Your earnest money essentially is just the money that you have to cough up, and the bank is going to cough up the check for the rest. So depending on if you're going through an FHA or if you're going to a conditional loan or if you're going through a bank statement program, that's how much of a percentage you need to put down. So when we start finding the other houses, since it's such a seller's market, so many different companies, big companies are coming to Atlanta and they're buying a lot of houses in cash. So if you're not doing that, 9 times out of 10, it's very hard for you to even get selected. The houses that we did get, it was off the strength of our letter. So I wrote a letter, talked about our journey buying homes, and we pretty much got almost every house we applied for. But some of them we kind of just let go because they would tell our realtor like, oh, someone else told us that if the house doesn't appraise for $650,000, then they'll give us the difference. And they know their house is only worth $620,000. We looked it up. My realtor has access to all of that. So we're pretty much, in order for them to check us and say we're going to get it, we would have to put that in our clause now, because the higher competition is saying that they're willing to pay an extra $20,000, $40,000 for a home that's not worth it, on top of your earnest money. And on top of that, most of the houses that we were putting offers for, we needed to make it modern. So now we're cutting into our modern budget. So it's been really stressful, y'all. I don't really talk about my platform. It's been really stressful because some of these people have bumped their rabbit minds talking about they're gonna pay an extra $30,000 for a house that's not worth that. Then you come out and get an appraisal. Some of the houses coming out and get an appraisal, and they need this new system and this or that, and it's thousands of dollars to do that too. A lot of people who are putting in those offers though aren't like us, so we knew we were gonna be putting in more anyways into the home. Where other people, they're not. Most of the people who have been our competition have not been young. Like we're the only but most of the houses we selected are the top two people who were in the running will be us plus an older couple or older person. So they were cool with how the house came. So that's probably another reason why they were willing to just pay an additional $20,000-$30,000. But also, like how I was saying to y'all earlier, $450,000 was way below our budget. So we had even more money that was going to be left over if we would have got that house and just kept it, because that was way under our budget. Like we wouldn't have to put down nothing we wouldn't be putting down half of what we had to put down for the other houses. So we had to consider that as well. Do we go beneath our budget so that we don't have to put down as much? So then if we do say, okay, if your house doesn't appraise, we'll give you an extra $10,000. Hey, go pocket it here. But like I said, Jeremy was like, no, we're not going to. He said, we sending that McDonald house back. It was a great, cheap price, but it wasn't worth it essentially to get something that we weren't going to ultimately be happy with. So y'all just got to be mindful out here with this. But I think I'm about to go, y'all. I love talking to y'all. Thank y'all. Housing Ed. And then we also are heavy into the property investment, me and Jeremy. So flipping houses and stuff like that. So we do. Well, I can talk about that on another video. I'll talk about that on another video. Not right now, because I'll be running my mouth even more. But is there any last minute? Yeah, for investors. When I do a live again, I mean, I don't mind doing it once a week. I guess I can try it again next week. I don't want to leave y'all hanging. And it were all positive vibes. It was all positive vibes. I want to wake up and spend time with the girls. And look at all those keys. Yeah, I'm about to get my room. I'm about to keep my pills right beside me. And if there's anything y'all want to change about yourselves, then do it. Jori, hashtag Jori face. Yes, she got such a cute face. Cause she look like mommy. She like me and Jeremy, but I definitely see Jori. I like out of all the kids when they came out, of course I said they look like me. But Jori, I was like, oh my gosh, she looks just like me. Like it was so different. Journey, her features changed the most out of all three of them. She don't look like she does look like she did when she was a preemie. Jiya still looks like how she is a preemie. Jori still looks how she did, but Journey, her face was round. Now her face is like slim like her daddy's. Yeah, I'm in Texas. I'm in Dallas right now, so we have planned on being here for a week, and we love it. I took the girls to Texas Roadhouse. I believe I went there before. I'm almost certain I went to Texas Roadhouse before. Or maybe I didn't, because isn't Texas Roadhouse only in Texas? Yeah, right? Or maybe not. I'm not tripping. But yeah, I took them there and we love their food. I went to Shell Shack. I went to the Henry with Peyton yesterday. I don't know where Ashley wants to go. So since this is where they live, I said I'll let them choose where they want to go. I know Ashley loves oysters and sushi and stuff like that. So But we're going out for dinner, so I don't know if she'll have a change of mind for dinner time. Oh, you got one here in North Carolina? Okay, well then it's very possible. I feel like I have been to Texas Roadhouse then. You said you would never move to Texas. Now I did tell Peyton I didn't like the government here. And I've heard a lot of craziness when it comes to certain things, but I like Texas overall. Yeah, everyone says Jai looks like my mom. Journey looks like Jeremy, and Jori looks like me. Sometimes Jori be looking like my sister. I mean, not Jori, Journey. I gotta go back to Louisiana. Oh damn, Texas Roadhouse everywhere. One thing about Texas, they love being a cowboy. Everywhere we go, we see damn cowboy stars all over the highways, the stores, the restaurants. They is not playing. I don't even know what the score is for the season this year. I'm like, dang, they better be winning. Yeah, and those rolls are really good. Yeah, I went for Ashley's birthday, so I definitely want to plan that. But this time I want to fly down there. Make sure y'all are also subscribed to my channel. YouTube had a glitch going on. Some people unsubscribed on their own, but the people who YouTube had a glitch and certain channels were being affected. Mine was one of them. I've been speaking to my manager to see if there's a way to get my subscribers who didn't try to unsubscribe from me back, but it's not looking like they can do that. So the person would just have to resubscribe. But they said that they fixed the glitch. But I was like, oh my gosh. So make sure. Some people have messaged me and said they subscribed to me, and then next thing you know, it's unsubscribed the next day, and then it came back, and then they had to resubscribe. But I talked to a few of those people after they told me the glitch was fixed I'm like, keep me up to date if it unsubscribes from me again. So make sure y'all got y'all post notifications on. I won't upload a vlog tomorrow since I went live tonight. I just want to rest. And I'll probably tomorrow's Saturday. Oh yeah, tomorrow's Saturday anyway. I don't upload on Saturdays. So I probably will vlog the rest of the trip and then just start back uploading next week. I've been working on y'all orders for Gotland. So all the orders will go out on Tuesday. I don't get back until Monday. So all the orders will go out on Tuesday. So thank y'all so much for ordering those water bottles. That's the number one bought thing. And today I got a lot of orders for the caption book. And a lot of people love that caption book, y'all. So it's easy. If you go order it right now, you will have it right now. Just download it right now and get you some captions. It's 200 captions. Like, come on now. These are all original captions made by me. So it's no fakeness going on. Like, it's a little inspiration. And some things may seem similar to something you heard before, but not really, because I make them up myself. But yes, go order you a caption book. Order you another bottle or the affirmation cards. Get y'all bundles. Yes, y'all get y'all bundles. And send me some pictures wearing y'all bonnets. I know some people don't like sending pictures, but I wanted to post some people wearing bonnets. I don't want to just have to keep posting my models and me, and then that's the only thing people see. I want some real customers to be posting it. So if y'all got y'all bottles, you can take a picture with you holding your bottle, or you can text me a testimony from the affirmation cards, because I can't show none of the affirmation cards or then why people buy it. So, and that's a tangible affirmation card. So if you can just text my phone and say, hey, I ordered the affirmation cards and this is my opinion of it so far, or even the caption book, so I can just start putting that on my story. Because some people are like, how do I know, the captions are really good before I buy it? And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to get some people's reviews and post it. But yes, y'all. So I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for watching, and I will try to go live next week. So yes, y'all, your girl gotta hold it down. I gotta hold it down, so I'm gonna have nothing but time to be holding it down and making sure that I heal properly. So oh yeah, the orders that had shirts. So what happened was, when we moved, we had to change a piece of the machine. Jerry was supposed to do it while I was in Tulum, but remember I told you, not Tulum, in St. Lucia, but he got sick. I honestly didn't want him touching nobody's orders while he's sick. I don't know. I know y'all gonna wash y'all stuff, but I was just like, then he ended up having a toothache, and then he felt really bad. So I was like, okay, when I get back, I'll do it. But then I underestimated how many orders were there when I got back, so I didn't ever do the machine. But I'm 100. He's better now. So as a matter of fact, I'm gonna text him right now and remind him to put that part on that machine so I can go ahead and print away, and those orders can go out on Tuesday as well. Because I put y'all bottles and stuff and y'all affirmation cards to the side and with y'all name on it. But I'm gonna have him go ahead and fix the thing because I don't know, with all this sickness and stuff, I just didn't want to take no chance with the germs. And obviously, every time something go down, I'll be like, let's go get a COVID test. Let's make sure we all good and clear. But the girls had their cold and he had a cold. So I was like, I don't want you even touching the printer unnecessarily to not get sick, or I don't want you touching nobody's shirt or the bag of the shirt. I just didn't want nothing that can get some germs on it. But he's 100% good. But I love y'all so much. Y'all make my night. And I will see y'all next week. Bye.